All right, team, what's going on? I'm Tim Jenkins, and welcome to All Things QB. And today we are jumping into Justin Fields and his Week 2 performance against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And the question we're going to answer is there any hope left for Fields? But before we jump into it, you football junkies like me, please jump over to the Patreon account and check out the longer breakdowns. We've got more clips, and we've got free trials so you guys can check that thing out. Plus, it's a super affordable way to support the channel if you guys want to continue to see more content get pumped out, and we can up the lighting game, the audio, all that kind of stuff. So guys, I also want you to know I'm a huge FTA guy, which means comment for the algorithm. Please like this video, and hopefully by the end of this video, I will earn your subscription on YouTube. But guys, I'm excited about this one because I, like most of you, watched this game live and was borderline depressed. Like, I don't know if you guys know this, but every week you guys watch these videos. I get YouTube ad revenue. So then what I do is I feel obligated, like, hey, I got to be in this with you guys. So I bet the YouTube ad revenue on the Bears. And every week I'm depressed because I lose all of the YouTube ad revenue that could be going to my kids or my wife. But instead, it's going to misery. So I know that you Bears fans can relate. And I think there's a lot to learn from this tape. So I'm excited about it. And without further ado, let's jump into the film. All right, team, we are jumping into it with the first play of the game from the Bears. I want you to watch Fields here because what we get is a little can check, okay? So you're going to see can. He's touching his head. What that means is they probably called a run play, right? So they probably called some sort of run play. Run play can to the crossing concept if they get a single high safety. They get a single high safety. Look at him. Can, which means we're going to go from the first play, which was probably a run play, to this cross concept. We're going to see this guy's going to get all the way across the field. That's your first progression. Then you get to your dig. That's your second progression. DJ Moore's wide open. Justin does a good job playing 3-hitch ball. This is one of the cleaner drops we're going to see Justin take all day, where you can see him here off of action. 1, 2, 3, hitch, balls on time. DJ Moore does a great job catching, spinning out of it, going and getting, 12 more yards. But this can, that's huge to me because that's where it's like, okay, so we're giving him 2 plays in the huddle. We're saying, hey, here's the criteria on when to get in and out of this play. And he made the right decision. So to me, that's a really good sign. However, we don't see that much of it, okay? Now we got another motion across the formation. DJ Moore, we're getting the stack here. We are running a super simple, we would call it lefty, okay? Where we've got this, hey, we got the corner route, we got the out route. You probably read this thing top down or bottom up. So you're either going 1 to 2, high to low, okay? Again, DJ Moore wide open. We have pressure. This is where I'm starting to not love the footwork, but when you see, I just don't love when we see quarterbacks where it's like they're more like floating back than dropping with a purpose. What I mean by that is like this, like where it's like a little bit of a float versus just saying like, hey man, we're going to take a 1 skip or we're going to just stab and go to this quick game. Good ball though. Great concept. Really good job by DJ getting all the way down the field. And then you guys know how this drive ends up, right? What do? We motion. We get everybody bunched up. We're going to pretend like we're running this ISO play to the left. Justin's going to keep. Okay, he's got DJ Moore as the crosser, but it's also just wide open for him to run it in. He runs it in. Okay? The Bears go all the way down the field and score on their first scripted drive of the game. It looked easy. It was efficient. Passing game, running game. Everything was great. And then all of a sudden, the wheels, to a degree, start to fall off. Okay? Right here, we've got our first bat, okay? What do we have? We got the flutie concept. We got this deep post, okay? That's your alert. You're reading this thing sail to the in route, okay? 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, this slow float back. I hate it. If there was one thing that I would change about Justin, it would be from going right foot back in the gun to left foot back in the gun, and I would have him play with a more traditional drop. Okay? It needs to be speed 5 with my eyes through my alert on the post. And then I need to one hitch to this sail, okay? And then the sail's not going to be there, right? You can see him, but he needs the one hitch to the sail, not hop back here. One hitch the sail, reset, and he needs to bang this dig route that's wide open down the middle of the field. We have to, I mean, that's just one that you got to have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hitch the sail, not there. Reset, hit the in route. Instead, we take a sack with a wide open in route. Got to go to the sail there. Just has to. Has to. 4, 5. It's got to be hitch, reset, ball. I don't know what we're hanging on. No idea what we're hanging on. No idea why we're dropping like that. This is a bad route. Okay, this one's not on Justin. This should be a no grade. It's a bad route. We got the corner stop route. Chase Claypool needs to get down and fight downhill this way. He jumps back inside. Justin actually throws a really good ball here. So from here, we break like this, not like this. So if you watch, Chase Claypool goes back inside, and the ball is right where he should have been fighting back downhill. So that one's on Chase Claypool. That was on Chase. To be honest with you guys, I think that's a good football, good decision. Look out. The reason so now look at his footwork here, where it's like he's decisive with his footwork. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hitch ball. No hopping. Okay, this we get to watch him again. Can. But now we're going run to run. And I'm guessing what we want is we got this run bubble backside. We're going to take advantage of it. Okay, run bubble backside. Away from rotation. Rotation happened this way. Okay, they spun it this way. Look, this guy's down in the box now. Okay, they're going to can. They're going to run it backside. Great check from the quarterback. Can. And guess what? We gash him in the run game because of it. Those are the kind of plays you love to see. Can. By 20. Set up. Boom. Get this thing blocked up perfectly, man. I love this from Chase Claypool, too. Watch him right here. Finds work, man. Finds work. Lays a shot on somebody's chest. Gotta love that. Okay. Now we got a boot dime. We got a boot dime here. We're going to be selling it this way, working back. You read this thing top down, 1 to 2. We drive this thing. Cole has to make this play. That right there is a great football. A great football. We have to secure this catch. We can't leave it hanging out there so someone can come in there and put their helmet on the football. As a receiver, we've got to secure the catch. You catch it, you bring it back into your body. You do not leave the football just hanging around. You catch it, you bring it back into your body. You do not leave it hanging out there. You left it hanging out there. Puts his helmet on the ball, incomplete. Can't have it. Okay? This one we've got stick cross. This one for me I have graded as a good, and it's hard for me. Because what I tell you is you really need to read this thing stick to your cross to your dig. Okay? Justin is peeking the stick. Okay? We got to get off the stick right now. We need to get to our cross. He gets to his cross. Okay? Good quarterback play so far. We need one more reset while the pocket's clean, and we need to get to our dig and throw our dig. However, he starts to scramble around, pulls up, works back to his stick, and he converts third down. So it's like, from an outcome perspective, this is good. We always want completions. We always want to move the chains. From a playing quarterback perspective, I don't love it because I'd rather see him getting to that dig route and throwing that dig route. Okay? This one, I got to be honest with you guys, it's a flat out touchdown if we read the concept correctly. Okay, we got a ton of shifts and motions to set this thing up. So we shift a bunch. Boom, we're going to motion our guy across. Okay? We are going to set this thing up. Our outside guy is going to grab everybody with this dig. Our tight end's a super wide departure on the go, and we are going to hit this running back up the seam. You really are going to put your eyes here. Okay? So you put your eyes here to try to bait people in. And then we're getting to this seam, and you read this thing inside out, 1 to 2, okay? But we need to put our eyes there. 1, 2, 3. I can't tell you I agree with a 3-step drop here, but again, it's right foot back in the gun, so it throws everything off. But it's 1, 2, 3, hitch, reset, ball, okay? Instead, for some reason, he gets off this back who's wide open. We get off the back who's just running wide open right here. And then we take a sack. Oh, man. Tough. Tough there. We've got to, 1, 2, 3, clean hitch to the in route. We got to throw the seam. Why are we pumping it? Then we take a sack. So that was obviously horrendous. But I would be remiss to not show you guys, watch DJ Moore here. And DJ Moore is wide open on the sail route once again. But we have to discuss what's happening up front. Because while DJ Moore is definitely running wide open in the secondary, our quarterback is getting absolutely blasted in the backfield. So I'd be remiss to sit here and say, hey, running back was wide open on the seam. He was, and we had time. We should have got to throw a touchdown. But then we bounced back a couple plays later, and we got DJ Moore wide open. Instead, we're getting hit in our back. And then on the next play, or shortly thereafter, watch this guy. We're just going to go ahead, and we're just going to run right past our left tackle. I'm not even sure if we get, I guess we barely get a hand on him. And we'll get hit in the back again. So it's like, now listen, there are plays to be made downfield, and Justin has to make those plays. Justin is a huge part of the problem right now. However, we have to talk about what we're doing to protect our quarterback, okay? Because we get teed off twice in a row, and then we've got a simple spot concept, okay, where you can alert this thing. We're going to go 1 to 2. And it's like our tight end is running wide open. And then everybody's going to yell, how do we miss this wide open guy? And I agree. It's a huge miss. It's a terrible throw. Very bad. But it's also like, man, I just got teed off on twice in a row. I'm getting pressure in my face here because of this push here. So I'm trying to stand in there against this. And I'm trying to deliver this thing. And it's like, at some point, we also got to understand we're humans back there. And if all you do is you get pounded, and then all of a sudden we finally have our guy break open, man, that's tough, okay? This one, either way, no matter how you talk about it, it's a bad from the quarterback. We've got this speed out with this ultra high, right? Read this thing 1 to 2. All right, team, I hope you just enjoyed those 12 clips. What you just saw a glimpse of was clip 13, because I have 7 more clips in this breakdown. They're over on Patreon. Again, we've got free trials, so you can try it before you buy it. Or if you want to support this channel, it would mean the world to me, and it's an affordable way to do that. We've got more clips, longer breakdowns. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I also don't want you to have to subscribe to get the answer of, is there any hope left for Fields? I'm going to be honest with you guys. What I found hope from was the can checks, right? We have a couple of can checks where you sit there and you go, wow, our quarterback can get us into the right play if he's given the opportunity. An example of this would be like, hey, we're in twins right gun, scat right F ship, can to 50 OP, meaning, hey, we're going to throw F ship, or if they come out in too high, can, we're going to run 50 OP, which is like a zone to the left, right? That would be a rudimentary example of hey, we've got a pass play, can, get us to the run play. He did a great job with those. However, my fear is that this staff and this quarterback are not a fit for each other. And my fear is that if this staff continues going on, is that they're eventually going to bench him, act as if it was on him, when really I think part of this is the way they call plays, the way they scheme up protections. I think it's a part of it. What I also want to address is the supporting cast idea, because I do not believe it's on the supporting cast. I'm going to be real with you guys. I think the receivers the Bears have, the skill players they have, I don't think they're like markedly worse than any other NFL team. Now, are they the Miami Dolphins? No, they're not. Okay, they're not that supporting cast. But I also am like, man, I have a hard time believing they're really like way down there. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this breakdown. You comment, you let me know what you think of Fields' performance. Is there hope left? And until next time, peace.